The information provided in this podcast episode is for entertainment purposes and is not medical advice. If you have any questions about your health, contact a medical professional. This content is strictly the opinions of Lucas Aoun and is for informational and entertainment purposes only. The references, claims, and scientific information linked to any products are only applicable to those listeners who are based in the US. If you are outside the US, this information does not apply to you. It is not intended to provide medical advice or to take the place of medical advice or treatment from a personal physician. All viewers of this content are advised to consult with their doctors or qualified health professionals regarding specific health questions. Thank you for listening to the Boost Your Biology podcast. My name is Lucas Aoun. I uncover the most cutting edge health information on the planet, ranging from hormones, nutrition, supplementation, fat loss, biohacking, longevity, wellness, and a whole lot more. Welcome to the Boost Your Biology podcast. Imagine a 145% increase in total testosterone after doing something for only 7 days. Well, actually, not doing something for over 7 days. And what I'm referring to here is NoFap, or abstaining from ejaculation. So, does abstaining from ejaculation really boost testosterone? Well, the relationship between ejaculation and testosterone levels is a topic of ongoing scientific debate, and there is no clear consensus on this particular matter. Some studies suggest that short-term abstinence from ejaculation may lead to a temporary increase in testosterone levels. However, the magnitude and duration of this increase appears to be modest, and the effect is not considered significant in the long term. Now, towards the end of this, I will show you a proven method to see a dramatic boost in testosterone, so make sure you stick around. So does abstaining from ejaculation really boost testosterone? Well, one study published in the World Journal of Urology in 2003 examined the hormone levels of men who abstained from ejaculation for 3 weeks. Now, the study found a significant increase in testosterone levels on the 7th day of abstinence, which many people online have also documented their effects and their results from abstaining from ejaculation for 7 days. And what this study found was that there was a significant increase in testosterone levels on the 7th day of abstinence, but after that, the levels returned to baseline. So this study here was titled "A Research on the Relationship Between Ejaculation and Serum Testosterone Level in Men." Now, some of you are probably wondering what my stance is on ejaculation or masturbation and things like that as it pertains to hormonal health, performance, motivation, and recovery and things of that nature. So, in my opinion, I believe that ejaculation through sexual activity is significantly better than masturbation, particularly for men that decide to watch pornography instead of actually going out in the real world to seek out a sexual partner. I truly do believe that ejaculation through sexual activity is significantly better than through masturbation. Now, very frequent ejaculation through masturbation, which I'm referring to 5+ times per week, can lead to decreases in motivation, drive, confidence, willpower, and goal-oriented behavior. And this is likely due to the prolactin rise and the dopamine receptor downregulation, the dopamine receptor densities downregulating, which play critical roles in general baseline levels of motivation, energy, and confidence. Now, if you think you're someone who has completely fried or damaged your brain from excessive masturbation as a teenager or a young adult, then it is possible that you have dopamine receptor D1, D2, and D3 downregulation, amongst many other brain changes that can make the everyday life more difficult than what it should be. So you may be suffering from less motivation or you're always procrastinating. And this can be an effect that can come from, no pun intended, excessive ejaculations, particularly as a teenager or a young adult. There is actually brain damage that can occur. Now, if you think that you're someone who has suffered from or is currently suffering from a low dopamine state in your everyday life, then I highly actually recommend checking out some of the dopamine optimization modules and content within my Limitless course, as there are various stacks and protocols that are designed to regenerate and respark the dopaminergic system by upregulating dopamine receptors and improving dopaminergic tone. Now, one point to note here is that while there may be a temporary increase in testosterone levels following short term abstinence from ejaculation, this effect is generally considered minimal and unlikely to have a substantial impact on overall testosterone levels in the long run. If you have concerns about your testosterone levels, then it is extremely important to get a blood test done, ideally first thing in the morning, fasted on an empty stomach. Usually between 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. is ideal. If you're not sure of your testosterone levels, then please do get a blood test. This is the most accurate way to assess your testosterone levels. So, on the contrary, does sexual activity and also watching sexual activity boost testosterone levels? Well, this study here does seem to suggest that. The study was titled Salivary Testosterone Levels in Men at a US Sex Club. This study was published in 2011, and subjects averaged 40 years of age and participated between 11 p.m. and 2:10 a.m. Now, consistent with expectations, results revealed that testosterone levels increased 36% among men during a visit to the sex club, with the magnitude of testosterone change significantly greater amongst participants. So there was a 72% increase compared with observers of 11%. Now, these findings were generally consistent with vertebrate studies indicating elevated male testosterone in response to sexual stimuli, but also point out the importance of study context, since actual participation in sexual behavior had a stronger effect on testosterone surges and increases. So essentially what they're stating here is that sexual activity will boost testosterone levels more so than actually observing, let's say, sexual activity or even pornography. So that pretty much wraps up today's podcast episode. If you learned something new, please do me a favor and leave a 5-star review for the podcast channel. Otherwise, guys, thank you so much for listening in. I look forward to seeing you in the next episode.